I just got a new little Zippo in, and this one is dedicated to the Bill of Rights. So let's take a look at it. Okay, comes in a black Zippo box. On the back it says gun permit. Let's take a look at it. Okay, it's green on brass. And you can see it says United States of America, gun permit. Name, American citizen. Date, issued 12/15/1791. Expiration date, never. So let's take a look at the information on the bottom. You can see it says Zippo. This is a really nice one. I'm not going to fire this one up. This one's going to go right here in my DJ. No, this one's going to go right here in my Constitution of the United States of America section. Knuckle bump. Shit, what did I do with the cowbell?
I'm pretty good at drinking beer. I'm pretty good at drinking beer.
Hey guys, Liver Damage Thursday. And by popular demand, as of the last, transitioned to the cave, by quite a margin, Spruce Beer from Garrison had pretty much hands down become the winner. Heffy? Yeah. I've actually had to delay doing this brew review because I put both our candidates for the brew review tonight on the top shelf of the refrigerator, and as I went to grab this one, it fell out and landed right on the cap. So I'm hoping this isn't a grenade. If it is, we'll blame it on Travis. The cap looks like that. And this one is one of the ones from Nick. And I know absolutely nothing about this. Nothing. So let's could have been worse. And as you can tell, it's a big bottle, which means if it's good, I'm lucky, and if it's bad, I have a lot of it. Okay, carbonation, good. Considering it had to go from the frozen tundra to the frozen tundra, this was one of them that wasn't as cold as some of the other ones. Got a thin layer ahead. Doesn't quite smell as piney as I thought it was going to. Has kind of an earthy smell, but there is definitely some of that like Christmas tree-ish kind of pine in there. Okay, cheers, guys. You definitely get that pine. So now this would be curious, Steve, someone else who I'm about a zillion brew reviews behind on. Steve is an IPA fan as long as it leads towards the pine side. There's absolutely no confusing this one with grapefruit. This is kind of earthy roasted malts. The sweetness, I'm not sure if it's caramel or a little bit more coming from, say, I don't know, molasses, like a dark molasses. But as you're drinking this, you can imagine a big ball with your beer bubbling away, and soaking in the center is a wreath. Yet it's not to the point where it's nasty or disgusting, but I mean, seriously, if you go to the store and buy a beer that says Spruce Beer and it has a frickin' tree right in the very middle of the label, and you're like, ew, it tastes like a spruce tree. No shit, Sherlock. Yeah, you kind of get that. Well, you don't. As long it's another one of those ones where while you're drinking it, it's actually very smooth, and you kind of get more of the roasted malts in it. And as soon as you gotta make sure the tiger is in there, and the girls. As soon as you stop, that's when you kind of get that heavy spruce, the pine, kind of the pine needle part of it, and it has kind of a nice bitter dry spot, and what you're left with is just kind of a very smooth, and again kind of a dark molasses, and that pine needle is like right there, but not as overpowering as it is right up front towards the beginning. Will everybody like this? I don't know. The pine needle part is very distinct. I mean, this is one that what it advertises is what you're gonna get. I've said this before and I'll say it again. The ones that say that they're barrel aged, in whiskey casks, and then you almost can't even, you don't even know if it's even there. Excuse me. This one doesn't let you down. So go into it knowing that that's what you're gonna get. And I would have to say that when I go check this out at Rate a Beer or Beer Advocate, I wouldn't be surprised at all if this actually, I'd say it's probably going to be on the lower end of the spectrum, because I believe there's going to be two camps on something like this. Good and you, because it is what it says it is. And right or wrong, if you send me something and I like it, you know about it. If I don't like it, you're gonna know about it. Not going to sugarcoat anything. You know, Evil Neil at 187 should pretty much know that with that oyster stout. And that actually, like I've said before, that comes from a brewery that I really, really like, Bell's. But I just don't get into the oyster stuff. You know, I don't want my beer fishy. Yeah, there's probably a joke in there somewhere. So, where would I put this on the E scale? Me personally, I'm actually kind of liking it. I don't honestly see this as something that if I had a 6-pack, they'd all get drank tonight. I think this would be something that I would have it more for kind of a special occasions. So, having said that, I'd call Spruce Beer. I'd give it an 8, and it falls in a very select kind of little niche. That would be beers that taste like a Christmas tree. It's I guess if I just read the ingredients, barley malt, spruce and fir tips, so be soaking in there, molasses, hops, and yeast. It's amazing how when that's why I don't want to ever be influenced by what someone else says on a beer. Yeah, there's been a few of them where you just kind of know going into it that what it's going to be because they're might be something really popular, and I just never had a chance to drink it, but I like to experience it on my own. The funny thing is what the memory that this is instantly bringing to me is there's a little place just up our North Shore Drive. Kind of it's one of the ways that you'd go if you went to Canada, and there's a little mom and pop shop run place called Tom's Logging Camp, and they do tours, and they have a little store, and it's all filled with different little like souvenirs and knickknacks. But one of the things that they have is several different incense, and one of them, the taste that's kind of that's left in your mouth, that pine, is one of the incense that I actually have purchased, and it's kind of cool because it's bringing a positive memory instead of something negative. But no, I really think that there's going to be, if I gave this to 10 people, 5 of you would probably go, I'd never drink that again, and the other would be like, it's pretty good, because once again, it's something where they put something very, very unique in it, and I'm liking it, but I don't think I could do another one of these back to back as kind of an all night kind of thing. But that is tasty. Okay, yeah, finish that. So, Spruce Beer, the first thing that I've tried there from Nick. Again, thank you. I know this is a touchy time of the year to send anything in this direction. Even from, well, that. Actually, right now, everybody is experiencing some weird shit. It's like, what is going on? This morning, it was funny because we got Sam's little sports car running there, and she's been kind of she drives the nicest vehicles in the house. A 2010 4-door Ford with when she stands next to it, the door handle is like right there. But she's kind of been dying to take her Mitsubishi out, so I started it yesterday and let it run for about 30 minutes and get up to temperature, and then shut it down, and she's just like, oh, you think it'd be okay, just take that to school tomorrow? And I'm just like, we do have a forecast for some bad weather, not to mention it's been sitting since the first snowfall, so You know, you got to treat it like you're taking something out of storage. Check all the fluids, air pressure, and the tires, and so I get up this morning and went out to start my truck, and my beer slut neighbor leaves at about 3:30 in the morning to go to work, and I'm going out there at 5:50, and there was no tracks from him and no tracks from his car when it went away, and we had about at that point in time we had about 4 or 5 inches of snow, so it had all fallen in a really short amount of time. And even though I knew she was sleeping, I texted her back. I'm like, Mother Nature is determined that you will be taking your truck today. Tomorrow, the beer that I I know I'm going to butcher this up. The breweries Renews. This is a sour blonde ale aged in oak barrels. Here we go again. Hopefully, you know, the brewery is just, yeah. Why don't we unopened? Why don't we just call this one a 10, and we'll see you on Saturday. Just absolutely outstanding beers from them. 5.6% by volume, so this one is actually kind of a light one. I believe everything from them is bottled conditioned, and this one's unfiltered. So let's see. A funky beer. So I'm guessing this one's going to be right there, fairly sour. How sour? We don't know how sour. So we'll be taking a look at that tomorrow. Otherwise, I don't think I have anything for you. You know, there is some questions. The community is just all in a tither right now, because it's been pointed out that the El Presidente from Fart is gone. So, but that would mean that the VP would be taking over, and the only person with a title is Chuck, is cultural czar. So does that now mean that Chuck My Hollow Point is the president of Fart? Kind of in ways that makes sense. You know, we might have to add a new acronym in there, like old fart. So I don't know, I guess it's something to think about. I know with everything going on in the world, some of the most pressing shit right now is who is our leader. So I know, as the founding member of the Duluth chapter, I know I am concerned. You know, at this point in time, we just don't have time to even think about the fact that El Shitbag is destroying the United States of America completely by design, may I point out, if I haven't, already. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. This is just a real confusing time. So I guess we're gonna have to get to the bottom of it and find out who El Presidente is. I don't know. We might even have to have some kind of a roll call, or a meeting of the committee, and which would even bring up even more questions. So, okay, well, by now Ms. Bomey was making a pizza, so gonna go. And again, I don't know how many. I'm sure most of you guys are probably follow her over there too. She does have some people that appear to not know who I am, and they're her subscribers, which is very cool. But again, positive breeds positive, and facing situations like that we have been, it's I can't say it enough how awesome it is to have friends and family like you guys, because she just goes and reads the comments, and it just puts a smile on her face. So and the food wasn't that bad too. My batch was actually, better. It's not like bragging or anything like that. So, okay, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers, and once again, looking forward to this, and maybe I'll try not dropping this. The bottle's too big to fit on the shelf, so I'm gonna have to put it down there. So, cheers. My liver says goodbye, and he misses you all, and we will see you tomorrow. Knuckle bump.